If you've noticed your goats getting sick too often, coughing, having diarrhea, catching repeated infections, growing slowly even when you feed them well, or producing weak and small kids at birth, you're not alone. Many goat farmers face heavy parasite loads, thin coats, and problems that get much worse during the dry season when good forage is scarce and nutrition drops. Modern medicines and vaccines can help, but they're expensive, require repeated vet visits, and sometimes cause side effects like building resistance or stressing the animals. The good news? For generations, rural farmers have used a simple, low-cost traditional secret from nature that works wonders. Today, I'm going to share an ancient salt lick secret that naturally boosts your goat's immunity. And the best part? You can make it right at home with cheap local ingredients. What is this traditional salt lick secret? Reveal the mystery. Show close-ups of plain salt versus colorful mineral blocks, Himalayan pink salt chunks. This traditional salt lick is not just ordinary table salt. It's a specially enriched mineral block or lick that goats absolutely crave and naturally consume on their own. It can be made from natural sources like Himalayan pink salt, which already contains dozens of trace minerals. Or you can create a homemade version using local herbs, clays, and ashes. The real secret lies in what it delivers. Essential trace minerals such as zinc, iron, selenium, magnesium, copper, and many more. These minerals directly strengthen the goat's immunity cells, like white blood cells, helping them fight infections faster, reduce inflammation, and build overall vitality and resilience. Back in the villages, traditional farmers never bought fancy commercial blocks. Instead, they mixed plain salt with wood ash for extra potassium and magnesium, red clay or fine soil for iron and other trace minerals, bone meal for calcium and phosphorus, and sometimes local herbs to provide natural detox and even stronger immune support. Science/benefits behind it, proof and credibility. Show simple animation of rumen digestion, healthy versus sick goat comparison. Here's why this works so well scientifically. When goats get the right salt combined with these trace minerals, their rumen, the main stomach chamber, functions much better. A healthier rumen means better breakdown of whatever feed they're eating, improved digestion, and much higher absorption of nutrients from pasture, hay, or concentrate. All of that directly leads to a stronger immune system. The key benefits you can expect are impressive. Zinc and selenium dramatically reduce the frequency and severity of infections, giving a real immunity boost. Goats develop better appetite and faster weight gain. Even the picky eaters start thriving. You'll see stronger bones, shinier coats, and tougher hooves with far fewer cracks or lameness issues. Overall diseases drop significantly, fewer parasites, respiratory problems, and skin issues. The natural detox from charcoal or ash helps bind and remove toxins from the gut. Plus, you'll notice improved reproduction with better fertility and healthier pregnancies, and higher milk production in your does. Simply put, this secret works because goats have a daily requirement for these trace minerals that are often missing or too low in regular pasture, hay, or even commercial feed, especially in dry seasons or areas with poor soil. How to make this traditional salt lick at home. Main DIY section. Core value. Now let's get to the most important part. How to make this traditional salt lick at home. The ingredients are simple, cheap, and easy to find locally. Start with coarse or natural salt, non-iodized table salt or rock salt, as the base. Add bone meal or dicalcium phosphate for calcium and phosphorus to support strong bones. Include wood ash from clean firewood, sieved well, for potassium, magnesium, and alkalinity. Mix in red clay or fine clean soil or earth for iron and other trace minerals. For even better results, you can add optional extras: charcoal powder to aid digestion and detox, molasses or jaggery to improve the taste so goats use it more eagerly, and natural herbs like neem leaves powder or garlic powder for built-in natural immunity and anti-parasite effects. Here's the step-by-step basic homemade recipe. First, in a large bowl, mix all the dry ingredients thoroughly. Roughly 50% salt and 50% combined bone meal, ash, and clay. You can adjust the ratios based on what you have. Slowly add a little water or molasses until it forms a thick, moldable dough, not too wet. Press the mixture firmly into a mold, like an old plastic bottle cut in half, a wooden box, or any convenient shape. Let it dry in the sun for 3 to 7 days until it's rock hard. If you want super durable blocks, you can add a small amount of cement as a binder. For a super simple no-cook version, just fill a hollow bamboo tube or strong pipe with the salt plus molasses mixture. Seal one end and hang it with rope so the goats can lick it. And if you don't want to make it yourself, an easy alternative is to buy ready-made Himalayan pink salt animal licks. They naturally contain over 84 trace minerals with zero mixing required. How to use it for best results. Show goats happily licking hanging blocks in shed/pasture. Using it is very straightforward. Offer the salt lick free choice. Simply hang or place the block where goats can access it anytime. They will self-regulate and only lick what their body needs. Hang it securely in the shed, under a tree in the pasture, or on a post so every goat, including the kids, can reach it comfortably. On average, most goats consume 10 to 50 grams per day depending on their size, the weather, and their diet. They rarely overdo it, so you don't need to measure exactly. Introduce it at the best times, right before or during the dry season, when illness starts spreading in the herd, or immediately after kidding to help both the mothers and newborns recover faster. Real results / tips and warnings. Show before-after goat health clips if possible, healthy active herd. Farmers who use this regularly report real results. Once immunity strengthens, vet bills drop significantly. Goats become much more active and playful. Kids grow faster, and the whole herd looks healthier with shinier coats. One important tip: always provide plenty of clean, fresh water because salt naturally increases thirst, and good hydration is essential. A few warnings to avoid mistakes. Never use iodized table salt because the excess iodine can cause problems. Be careful with copper-heavy commercial licks. They're generally fine for goats, but toxic to sheep, so stick to goat-safe or homemade versions. If your area has known specific mineral deficiencies, it's a good idea to consult your local vet. Most farmers start seeing noticeable improvements in coat shine, energy levels, and fewer sickness cases within just 2 to 4 weeks of consistent use. This traditional salt lick secret is truly a game changer. It gives your goats naturally strong immunity using affordable, time-tested methods passed down for generations. Stop relying only on expensive medicines. Start today and see the difference in your herd. If this helped you and you're excited to try it for your goats, hit that like button right now. Drop a comment below with the word goats. If you're going to make this, subscribe so you don't miss more practical goat farming tips every week, and share this video with other farmers in your group. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.